Hey guys and gals, Sean from Cross RC. Well, we got the plastic transmission housings in stock, so I told you I'd do an installation on it. So here we go. Now I've already got several of the screws in my Demon disconnected, so the transmission is loose. I've only got the screws holding the motor mount plate in the back barely held in. To show you just how easy this is, I figured I would do it on camera. We actually have a VR4 at the store that is Bob's. We put a brushless motor system in it, and I was able to do that one in about 5 minutes, although I don't know how much room I have on this SD card before the camera is going to shut off, so hopefully I can get this all done for you today. I've already got Loctite on the set screw for the pinion and Loctite on the screw pin for the drive shaft. So here again, here's the transmission case coming apart, and we're going to get goopy here because this gear set over here decided not to stay attached to the housing. All I have to do is slide it back into its little pinion hole. This one again has to come out. So there's the gear, there's the shaft. This one has a little bushing at the top, so there's the gear and the shaft. And there's our two mounting holes for the motor mount. So let's take the old one off. Disconnect the drive shaft, undo these two screws, that comes off. Now like I said, I've already got a lot of these screws out just for the sake of time. Once again on this, you do have to measure the specific depth of your pinion on your motor. So we're going to get to that. When we get to that point, we'll pull. Really hope you can see this. We're going to pull the gearbox off by taking out these three screws. They don't have to come out all the way, but just enough that they unthread from the actual motor mount inside the gear case. That should be it. That comes off, it can get set aside. Yeesh. And we take out these two screws. These two screws cannot be reused. They're a little too short to be used with the aluminum motor mount, but they do give you new ones. I haven't figured out why they give you 4 new ones the right length when you really only need 2. So we're going to pop the pinion off. And like I said, once again, you have to be at no more than 16 millimeter pinion depth for the pinion. And yes, it does work better if you grab the right tool, so we're going to tighten that up just snug. And then we're going to measure it from the face of the motor to 16 millimeters. Believe it or not, it's actually at 15, so we can go up a little bit. That was way too far. That's still too far. Just a smidge. Oops. That was a smidge and a half. Alright. 16 millimeters. Now we're going to tighten the set screw. Put the motor plate on the motor. Now you can see I've got mine permanently soldered to the speed control, so I have to be cognizant of where those wires come off and where the pinion goes in. So it's going to go in just like that. Take one of the new longer screws that comes with the kit, and we're going to run these in. I'm not going to put Loctite on these yet. I'll do this later off camera, but again, for time, I'm just going to throw this together a little bit here just to show you guys how easy it is to do. And again, I hope you can see this because I keep on forgetting that the camera Doesn't have a screen on it like my phone did, so I can't see what I'm doing behind it. So get those nice and tight. Oh, and just real quick, I had a comment the other day asking why Cross can't do bearings in these. Can you imagine a bearing? How big a bearing would have to be to support the kind of torque this thing's under? Not to mention the fact that they do this with the 16 tooth pinion, because there are still people out there that have a hard time setting gear mesh. This just makes it so much easier to not have to worry about trying to set gear mesh or anything like that. My hands are absolutely goopy, so I'm just going to take advantage of that fact and smear a little grease on everything in here, since my hands are covered in grease, and now everything is covered in grease. Take your cover, slide it on, a little bit of shaky shaky, a little bit more shaky shaky. Come on, line up. Oh good grief, I'm so far off I can't even believe it. There we go. Just like that. Now we're going to reinstall the 3 screws that hold the case cover on. Wow. Yes, I forgot my paper towel of cleanliness today, which means everything is going to be covered in whatever nasty grease Cross decided to use to lubricate the teeth on the gears inside there with, because now it's on my hands, it's now on the outside of the transmission, it's on my tools, it will soon be on the camera, but it's worth it, just to show you guys how easy this is. Last screw here going in, and you notice, again, like I said, the reason they did the 16 tooth pinion for ease of installation, there is no need for setting gear mesh, because I know it's something a lot of people find complicated. Step to the back here, take our dry shaft, which now I can take this screw completely out, and we're going to take our new screw, set screw with the pinion, the shaft on it, pin shaft. Assemble that, run that through, and now all we have to do is reinstall our 4 screws, the 2 on this side, the 2 on that side, to mount it, replace our body post, and that's it, guys. It is that easy. And you have an upgraded transmission in your Cross Demon. Obviously the same as the aluminum case, as far as ease of installation as this plastic case was. So again, we got these in stock now. Believe it or not, we sold almost a third of the aluminum transmissions the first day they were on the site. And yes, it was my fault. I meant to have the video launch at 12 p.m. and instead it launched at 12 a.m. So my internal brain clock wasn't working correctly when I loaded the video. But anyway, this will go live right away because we're already on the site, already up. Just kind of want to show you guys quick, dirty installation. Any questions? Let me know. Thanks again. Bye.